really need to figure out how these things are attached. What does the camera show? So here is the bottom of the wall inside the frame rail. See the little metal tab sticking down. Curtain light there. Closer. There we go. See in this corner. Okay, so now everything's upside down. There's the rusty steel. And the tabs just go right up that line. Interesting. Grab up the camera here. Camera's had a hard day. Getting dropped. It's 4 feet out that window. Right over. That inside. Yep, temperature's definitely coming down. This time of year, sun isn't up very long. When it goes down, it gets cold out here. Look at all that cabling. A ski patch that came off. These sheets of plywood that are under here are on top of the existing flooring, on top of the existing subfloor. Now if we look at this, this is the steel part, this is the aluminum part, and where they come together here, I like to separate it right off of here. That may not even be enough. I mean, subflooring's right about there. Oh, so this aluminum skirting on the outside extends down and covers part of the frame. I'll have to get my tape measure and confirm that. Because I might be cutting right here if I come from the outside. Going in right above the rivet. This front section from about here up is going to come off. The idea is this is actually the rear of the trailer. If it was, no, this is the front of the trailer. That's right. It's on this trailer backwards. So this is the front end. I'm going to take this chunk off, everything forward here off, because that's pretty badly damaged. And then I'm going to keep everything back here and put this together as and this will become the back end on my, well, it was originally the back end. It'll remain the back end. It'll be on the back of that. This end will be over the back bumper. The idea is for it to extend at least a foot or two past the end of the bed. And it's going to come down so that the outside wall is going to be flush with this point on both sides. Lots of questions about how I'm going to get it over there and how I'm going to get it home and how I'm going to attach it, and let the games begin. Do a quick walk around here. Some work done on this poor old camper here too. I'd like to put it back to use, but it needs a roof repair. See, if I disassemble and remove this front section, then I can use it for parts so that we get the back section all made. I can put pieces of skin on there to skin over the holes or whatever as I need to. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, that's it for today. Still at it, kind of sorting wires. Got a lot of this jacketed single conductor. It broke. Well, I've been trying to make this video since August, and it's December 13th. Got lots of video of me stripping the wires out. That was the day after Thanksgiving. That was the first time I had to work on this. Got some video from last weekend. neighbor's ducks are coming over to visit, it sounds like. Anyway, last weekend, took in the buckets of wire that I had and got like $40 for the one bucket of this kind of wire. They didn't want this kind of wire at all, so they'd call it scrap. I've since de-insulated some of that wire completely. Well, in fact, the whole bucket of wire that I took in. And the metal in it is 100% copper, so premium Cold War era shielded cable. It's not shielded with aluminum, it's shielded with copper braid, so I'm sure they'll pay more for it in that bucket. I still got quite a bit of cable to go. I just spent the last 10 minutes sorting it out into chunks. Definitely gonna have to do some talk over this entire video and some fast forwarding and editing and all kinds of farting around so that I can get it down to my goal of like a 10-15 minute video to kind of keep it interesting. But I wanted to take this moment to pause and talk about this whole project and where we're going and why we're doing it and all that jazz. I mean, I'm sure everybody's got their own reasons why they want to build a camper out of a big military truck or whatever. All of my life I've tried to figure out a way to to stop having to work 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whatever you want to, in my case 7 to 7, with drive time. I count my commute time as part of my work time. Anyway, most of it sitting at a desk, which as you can tell is not doing my body any good. And I've always wanted to have just unlimited time to take pictures. And that's the reason for the truck and the reason for the big trailer and why we're out here stripping wires and all that jazz. But you know, the truck itself is an adventure itself. I mean, I didn't expect to end up with a M715, and honestly, before I bought it, never heard of them. Most people, before they get exposed to them, obviously, have never heard of them. But culture point for me, Fort Ord, California, is where they did a lot of the testing for this thing, the M715s, and that was the military base that my dad served at in the early 70s. So, you know, my dad's gone, and I think if he saw that truck, especially now it's all fixed up and everything like that, it would probably bring back significant memories of his youth, however good or bad they might be. However, that's one thing I really enjoy about that truck, is driving around listening to the type of music that I heard my dad playing when I was a kid, and era specific for that vehicle, and just feeling the vibe. Anyway, I'm definitely going to be putting at the header of this video one of my favorite sayings. I have pages and pages of quotes of things that I found inspiring throughout my life. Apparently I need a lot of inspiration, or I need it continuously. Or I just get lazy and quit. Well, that's not a good thing either. So, in the sake of trying to keep these videos a little more on target, we're starting another channel. I started another website, just specifically for our photography. We'll probably move some of our lifestyle stuff into that, and some of it will be here, but it'll be more related to the vehicle here and to photography there. So there's going to be some crossovers, and part 1 might be on this channel and part 2 might be on the other channel. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I think it's a better way of doing it, and not everybody looks at these trucks and this kind of project is the same interests as I do. So, but they're interested in the trucks, and I don't need to make their life boring by forcing them to watch me doing photography too. At any rate, so I'm going to continue the mission here, try to get some more cables spliced or de-insulated, or at least somewhat de-insulated. Unlike the last time I was doing this, it's 30 degrees out, cold. Thank God the wind's not blowing right now. It's been blowing really hard all week. really, really hard all week. We've had some weird weather for December. Normally wind blows hard in October and November because that's when you switch over to cold temperatures in Wyoming normally. And hasn't been doing that this year, so it's what it is. So, got enough boring video on here. I'm going to try to keep it condensed and speed it up so you don't have to sit there and be bored out of your mind, and probably continue this mission of de-insulating wire without recording. Yeah, there's a lot to do here and a lot of mess to clean up, and still trying to make a opening video for my other channel. So there it is.